Devon, no, I don't think they're moving their money elsewhere. What you are finding is that the financial markets, and specifically equities, have performed spectacularly well over the last 5 years since March of 2009. A lot of people do feel skeptical about the valuation levels of equities, though, and hence they're a bit careful in the alternative asset industries. So you find globally that art prices are quite muted at this point in time, but there's no exodus from the sector at all.
Who is buying at the moment?
Well, as Mr. Veld said in your input there, it's maybe at the lower end of the market that there's some problems. But you know, art investors are passionate about what they do. They love it. So they're not going to disappear. They are also in the more wealthy spectrum of investors. And then so they're not going to go away. If anything, the wealth effect has been good for them with the good asset markets we have experienced over the last couple of years. So art is still very well supported. And in fact, we're seeing very good results at auctions.
Let's just bring it down to the ground now. What's the suggestion to some of the artists wanting to establish themselves out there and put their pieces on sale? We hear some remarkable stories of unrecognized artists who produce some breathtaking pieces, don't we?
Indeed, Devon, we don't specialize in individual pieces nor in the artists. At Citadel, we put together an index, the Citadel Art Price Index, to give a reflection of overall trends in art prices. We do believe that if those trends are positive, it'll benefit all artists, even to the lowest levels. We also try and assist in the contemporary art market by trying to get some data together so we can give more clarity in that market, because that would really assist young artists.
You mentioned the index there. It's interesting that the index suggesting that sculptures are doing very well at the moment.
The problem with sculptures is that you know, our index only uses auction data. And unfortunately, you don't have many transactions that print in terms of sculptures. So, you know, it comes and it goes. But in certain quarters, when a couple of sculptures go through, then we print new prices on that, which is brilliant. The other side of it is obviously that we've had some brilliant pieces being auctioned off in the beginning part of this year. So I think the appreciation for sculptures are really running very well and very positive. And those prices up by 19% for the first half of this year.
George, what are the concerns at the moment around security and art in South Africa? It's been a target of criminals in the past, hasn't it?
It's become a global scourge, Devon, where art has become a target for crime. Fortunately, it's a very, very small industry. So if you would want to sell something that had been stolen, it would be very difficult. The community would immediately know about it and probably trace it back. So if valuable art had to be stolen, you'll have to hide it for 20 years. And even then, I think you'll still get caught. So it's still not a major issue because the secondary market for it doesn't exist.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks very much indeed. George Herman from Citadel. Thanks indeed for your time.